Hi, this is Little Dwarf, play games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Legacy of Kain, Defiance, Blind. Raziel is still trapped in the spirit world, so let's venture forth and try to change that.
In this crypt, I discovered ethereal gases rising from the moldering corpse within. As I neared, I felt a distinct spiritual pull, and the closer I approached, the more that pull intensified.
Hold spectral shift and press action to shift into the material realm. But what's the spectral shift button? To be honest, I don't know, because I have never done that before. Soul sucking, sneaking, spectral shift 5. So that's this.
In the end, it was not difficult. I projected myself down into that tomb and found myself reborn into the material world. It was a loathsome vessel, but with an effort of will, that too could change.
So basically I possessed a corpse? Although it's interesting that it changed into how Raziel usually looks. I wonder if that's just something to make it, easier for the player to sort of realize what's happening, or is it something that's actually happening in the game? Like, is it a mental shortcut to show the body changing into Raziel, or does it really do that? What did it say? Do what to the stone? I think it said to strike it. Did it not?
These gargoyles quickened as I drew near, triggering the door to close. I would need to find some means of approaching the door without being observed.
What do I do with this again? Like, I kind of already forgot. Can I change whenever I want? Not quite. I guess I require a suitable corpse. Okay, it's clear to me the game wants me to be corporeal at this stage. What do I do with this? It would be nice if it displayed the tooltip again, because, to be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, let's go back and see what I can accomplish while being in the physical world. Not sure if there's any point in fighting all of those tentacles.
She says she won't go near the place.
I tell you, the pillars are haunted.
Haunted?
I heard a woman's voice talking and moaning, and there was no one there.
How many vampires have you killed? And you can't face down one ghost?
I knew who these were. Vampire hunters, scouring the countryside, destroying what had once been my kind.
My God, what is that? A vampire or a demon?
Where?
Here.
Get him!
Quickly! No mercy.
So they were talking about the ghost of Ariel, right? Because she's still bound to the pillars? Health drains constantly while in the material realm. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to devour the souls. To heal. Oh,
these were Mobius's hunters, mercenaries enlisted in his crusade to exterminate the vampires. His insignia was unmistakable. But this meant I'd been captive in the underworld for centuries. I had lost 500 years. Then I knew what ghost it was that haunted the pillars. Ariel, the specter of the murdered Balin's guardian. Perhaps she could provide the answers I sought. But first I would have to find a way out of this cemetery.
Okay, that was a very cool animation where Raziel literally yanked the soul out of one of the bodies. I need the Dark Reaver specifically for this.
This temple's facade hinted at some ancient vampire origin, for it bore the sign of the Reaver and was marked with the elemental symbol of light. The mystery of the Reaver might be answered within, but this edifice was too high for me to reach. What is this? How do you know me?
Raziel, what are you? Why should any know your name? You are nothing.
It seemed my method of entering the physical realm was not altogether original. But where had these beings come from?
Okay, this requires the Dark
The
Reaver.
Reaver did not seem to activate this orb. I had to find the means to enhance the blade further.
Okay, Raziel can swim, so this should not be that big of a deal for him. Okay, I need to find a shield, I guess, that would match this one. And here it is. Received an ornamental shield, which I can return to the post there, and that would presumably open the door, right? Received perforate carcass. Okay, I'll check that soon.
Perforate carcass.
This technique allows me to deftly roll in past my foes' defenses and deliver a series of blindingly quick lunges before they have a chance to react. Move plus action. Okay, this is mostly going to happen by accident, I imagine. Must be in the spectral realm to pass through. Okay. But I cannot just change back at will, can I? Yeah, so can I jump high enough to get back up here? Okay, I can. And I guess I'm looking for another corpse. You know, this is a mausoleum of sorts. Should be plenty of corpses around here.
This edifice, marked with the elemental light symbol, was clearly much older than the ruins in the rest of the cemetery. The door was far too high to reach, and to open it, it seemed the Reaver would need to be imbued with the power of darkness. Clearly, I had more to accomplish before I could discover what lay within. Okay, I can change into the material right here. There are more vampire hunters around.
Okay, I couldn't have come through here because there was a door, and obviously the incorporeal form cannot open doors. Okay, so this is the Dark Shrine, right? Okay, is there something wrong? Like, there seemingly was nothing inside here, which is weird because it was marked with one of those elemental symbols. So you'd think there would be an elemental forge in here. How is it even possible? It seems to go back to where I already was, but if that was the case, how come I didn't reach this place before by just opening the door? Because I was just here, right? So I don't really understand what I'm doing. Well, there were more enemies this way, so I presume whenever there are enemies that they are probably guarding something, you know, like the way to progress. But what I don't understand is there's clearly a checkpoint here and an elemental symbol, so you'd think I would get something significant by being here. Yeah, like this is marked as well, but that's where it seems to go in a loop, which is physically impossible, right? This can't go to where that other one goes. Okay, I'm rather confused, but. What am I doing? Now, I fail to understand how this helps me. Because this door up there is still locked with an elemental power. And again, I do not have it. But I guess let's try turning incorporeal. Okay, I don't understand this because I still won't be able to open this. What? How is that possible? Was this not locked with the light Reaver? Okay, I apologize for for walking in circles for like 15 minutes, but that was kind of not really clear to me that I could have opened this door. Oh well. Received Phantasmal Tempest.
Phantasmal Tempest.
While fighting in mid-air, I have learned to limit my downward velocity momentarily by executing a devious whirlwind of brutal attacks in air. To enter the warp gate.
As I stepped through, I felt a sense of displacement, as some arcane sorcery transported me away. This was truly an ancient ruin of a vampire civilization. Perhaps here I would finally decipher the riddle of my destiny. Throughout these ruins, I found murals depicting the seminal events of vampire history. These scenes commemorated a great war between the ancient vampires and their rivals. In triumph, they banished their adversaries from the world and raised the pillars as the lock that binds them. The image of the Reaver was inscribed throughout this place, always depicted with reverence. The vampire's holy weapon was destined to be borne by their prophesied hero, for whom it was forged. But if this was my destiny, why had the Reaver tried to consume me?
Okay, so the enemies of the vampires are the Hilden, which interestingly, have most prominently appeared in Blood Omen 2. Other than that, the only time they were even mentioned was during the very end of Soul Reaver 2, where Kain said, "We've fallen right into the Hilden trap." But then, if he was so concerned about it, I'm not sure why didn't he mention it at all in this game, or why didn't he elaborate what exactly the Hilden trap is. I can only assume this game is going to elaborate more?
This scene depicted the appointment of the original vampire guardians, each summoned to serve when the pillars were raised. Each guardian is aligned to the principle of the pillar he serves, and the balance guardian is the axis of them all.
Okay. Okay, so if I turn incorporeal, I will be able to go through this. Which I probably should. Okay, so I can turn back. Action to forge the Reaver. Okay, so this is the light Reaver, I assume.
At last it was done. The Reaver was forged with darkness. As I felt this new power coursing within the wraith blade, I knew that now the Light Temple would open to me.
Okay. And there's a door that's cracked or something. How do I get back there? Okay, that was not entirely obvious to me. Okay, I think this is the exit, but this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!